Welcome to episode 319, David Siegel, Quant Trading is the Future, 9 Lessons. This is an outline of episode 319, lesson 1 to lesson 5. This is an outline of episode 319, lesson 6 to lesson 9. Lesson number 1, start young, start privileged. He started at age 7. He began programming at age 9. His mother is PhD in mathematics from NYU.
Speaking very personally, my interest in understanding intelligence goes back quite far. It started when I saw the film 2001: A Space Odyssey for the first time as a very young kid. From then on, I had a real passion for building machines that could behave like humans. Later, I learned to program on a supercomputer when I was only about 9 years old, 1970, in the basement of New York University, where my mom had received her PhD in mathematics.
Lesson number 2, he's a late bloomer. First, he earned his PhD at the age of 30 at MIT. He spent 8 years there. Second, he co-founded 2 Sigma at the age of 40. That is in year 2001. Lesson number 3, the D.E. Shaw Mafia. These are among the richest in the world. The richest is Jeff Bezos with a net worth of $150 billion. The poorest is David Siegel and John Overdeck with $5.5 billion each. Lesson number 4, AI or artificial intelligence is still in infancy.
So, David, you have an amazing reputation, co-founder of 2 Sigma. Technology has been such a huge force in how you got to where you are. How much more do you think it can revolutionize what the world looks like?
Well, a lot. We're really still at the earliest days of benefiting from the Moore's Law effect of bringing the power of computing down to the levels that we've experienced today. The enabled technologies from very cheap computing include artificial intelligence. The benefits of these advances really are in their infancy.
Lesson number 5, the meaning behind 2 Sigma. Here's the logo of the firm 2 Sigma. 2 Sigma was chosen to reflect the duality of the word sigma. A lowercase sigma designates the volatility of an investment's return, while an uppercase sigma stands for sum. By adding the 2 sigmas together, 2 Sigma can amplify forecast signals for trading. Lesson number 6, 4 pillars of 2 Sigma. They are algorithm, computer speed, AI, and data science. Lesson number 7, founding a company based on innovative culture.
The most was the innovation happening in that building. It was a challenging and collaborative culture. It was a wellspring of scientific progress. I saw that a small group of unconventional thinkers, given the right environment, the right culture, could ultimately help to transform the world. Years later, I would use TechSquare's culture as a model for the company I co-founded, 2 Sigma.
Lesson number 8, no time limit for innovation. Maybe why he's a late bloomer.
To innovate, you cannot have an overly constrained environment. You can't put time limits on the problem because that implies you already know the answer. That's one reason why it took me 8 years to finish my PhD, and now would be an appropriate time to thank MIT for not kicking me out any sooner.
Lesson number 9, AI trading is the future. Human versus machine. Humans must raise the bar.
AI is clearly having a good run in a variety of fields these days. Is that the methods and techniques that we're using are proving to be surprisingly good to the actual practitioners in the field. That is a pleasant surprise to all of us. And I think one of the great challenges that society will have in the next generation for sure is adapting to the broad impact that AI and AI-like algorithms will have in disrupting a range of industries. And this is very unfortunate that us humans, our brains are only as good as they are. Evolution took us to the level that we are at today, which is a very impressive level. And there are many things that we can do that AI algorithms are incapable of doing yet. But the activities like investment management turn out to not require necessarily the most esoteric features of the human brain. Instead, they require the sorts of features that we're able to build into AI systems today. And these systems get better year after year, and we're not getting better year after year. I think this is a remarkably big change. For the job market broadly, I think this is creating a horrific problem. Solutions, I'm not positive of what they are, no one is, but I think it clearly points to the fact that humans have to up their game. They have to be better, more creative, more clever to compete with algorithms.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and leave your questions and comments below. Wishing everyone peace and prosperity.